Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. December is here, so we are ready with yet another update. Just to remind before I initiate the process of sharing the different timelines, uh, till the December 16th, we probably would be able to get good rollouts. However, after that, till January 4th, there would be little slowness, or I would say there won't be any kind of a rollout. Reason being is that a lot of visa officer would be going for on holidays, and that's very common scenario, especially towards the end of December. So, yeah, I will be updating you as and when I get any update from there. Till then, let's talk about the different timelines. Especially one is a healthcare. Now, the one I'm going to start with before that, I just wanted to jump onto a little idea. A lot of you who have applied even around July 7th or July 17th, especially under healthcare, they are getting ECOPR. So that's really good news. And coming back to international graduates, candidates who have applied in between May 6th to May 9th, that's a time period visa officer is trying to release the AORs or PR portal or the ECOPRs. Now, there is no as such guarantee that they would cover all the backlog. However, the speculations are going on that they will try to, issue the rollout as much as they can. We are still in first 4 hours. If we see on May 6th, we are actually getting maximum rollouts from 12 to 5 p.m. That's the maximum we actually have reached. There have been a couple of cases of May 7th and May 8th and even May 9th also, but that's very, very rare number. All right. So this is the first timeline on August 14th. The candidate was able to link up the application on November 29th. Now, linking up the application is not in your hand. You can always try to give it a shot. I have explained the whole process step by step, and the link is in the description box below. You can link up your application either with your UCI number and or application number if you have, with family name or the passport. So I have explained the process. I'll give you a link again in the description box. Now, what does it mean if you get a BIL or you're able to link up the application? When you get these kind of notification, it's an indication that your file has been assigned to that particular visa officer, and now he's going to start assessing or evaluating your case. As and when they get through your application, and if there are shortcomings, they will get back to you in terms of ADR. And that's what you see here, this ADR for payment receipt. In this case, the applicant didn't pay the RPRF, that's a right of landing fee actually. Initially, that's visa officer has asked for. So that's actually permanent residence, that's like for the processing fee and then right of landing fee. So you're supposed to submit that. So maybe this candidate might not have submitted both the receipts, and that's why there have been a requisition. So he submitted that and got the AOR on December 1st. Now, let me remind you, this is on August 14th case, and he just got the AOR. So a lot of things, PR portal and then ECOPR, and then final the PR card is likely to happen. I also made a note over here that few applicants who have applied around the same time, like August 13th, August 12th, August 14th, or so on, they have started getting the advantage of linking up the application. Again, linking up the application is entirely a centralized management decision. They have to upload your file on GCMS, that's called Global Case Management System. Now, when the file is uploaded there, and that's how it's going to trigger to the system, and you will be able to link up the application. Now, if you try doing it more than 4 times in a day, you will be blocked for 24 hours, and then you can try it back. So don't get panic in case if you're not able to do it. Even after receipt of AOR, sometimes you will not be able to link up the application. All right, this is another timeline. So these are two different timelines. The first one you see here, it's under non-healthcare English stream. The candidate has applied on May 9th at 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and he was able to link up the application on November 29th at 10 a.m. AOR was received on November 29th. Again, don't get panic for those who have applied on May 6th. This is just a lot. Usually what happened that visa officer, there are different visa officers, right? So everybody would get a lot of applications for say 1 to 100 cases. And then, the visa officer will get another set. So depending upon the visa officer, how he's assessing the application and would start rolling out the cases. So goes for the another lot. So you don't have to worry about in case if you have applied on May 6th or May 7th and still not get any indication from IRCC or even not able to link up the application. So it will take its own sweet time. Moving on to second timeline, which you see on the same slide. He has applied on May 6th, as you see, 5:21 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, and he was able to link up the application. That was today at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm in Mountain Time, so yeah, this is and there was no AOR. Again, AOR is not guaranteed. 99% of the cases will get the AOR. However, there are chances that you may reach to the level of PR portal and still will not be able to get the AOR. Don't need to get panic about it. Moving on to another timeline, that's for Stream A Healthcare. This candidate has applied on June 7th, and if you see, this candidate has had the study permit. So this has applied under healthcare, and thereafter he got the AOR also. There was an ADR for IMM 5406 form and pay stubs and T4 form. Now in Canada, if you know that, we are paid bi-weekly, so 15th of every month. So this candidate has submitted 4 pay stubs. So you can calculate for 2 months. That means 4 pay stubs for last 2 months. And then PR portal on November 27th, everything was filled right away. And then he was able to receive the ECO PR on December 1st. That is yesterday. Moving on to another timeline, this is for healthcare. This candidate again has applied on July 7th at 10:30 Pacific time zone. So if you see here, it could be like he was able to get the AOR that was on November 18th. So till November 17th, there was no clue. And that could exactly happen. To be honest, healthcare is actually picking up pretty fast. Reason is very clear. Number of applications were pretty less than the other streams. So eventually there would be more rollouts. And of course, the time taking process would be reduced since the number itself is very less. Now, he raised the web form to update the inland newborn that was on November 22nd. Now, this candidate did not add his spouse in as a part of his application. So he has applied as a single applicant. However, when he got the baby, he updated this information and thereafter like the photograph and then birth certificate of a child, newly born child. So it was all updated. Now the visa officer has started evaluating it again, because if you see here that he got the AOR before this information was uploaded. So officer has asked for IMM 5406 form bearing the original signature, and then he has to submit the information in family family information form has to be submitted, like updated again, since earlier it was individual candidate and now he has to update the information for his spouse and for his child. So now he will need to submit all the documents like the marriage certificate documents and then proof of their relationship also and all that stuff. In this case, the candidate has applied, like the spouse has applied as an individual candidate under CEC. So her application was going parallelly with his application on the other end. So this is one of the scenario that could happen with many of you. So just keep that in mind. Update or raise your information. Now, when you raise your information or raise web form, you will be able to do it only after the receipt of AOR. If you try to do it before that, you certainly can do. However, in that case, you might get a letter from IRCC that they are not going to accept any unsolicited documents. So that's just make it a point, because you have to submit the documents only after the receipt of AOR. However, a lot of people are still in rush, so you can certainly use the option of raising the web form. If you are able to get the update, that's great. If you're not, then of course, just wait for the AOR. The another timeline is for essential healthcare. This candidate has applied on July 17th, and then open work permit application was submitted. So that was with his application, since his existing work permit was getting expired. That was on October 3rd, and he got the email from IRCC that they are working or assessing his application. That was that usually happens under your portal, and it was on November 2nd. He was able to link up the application yesterday, and same way he got the ADR via email for the fees receipt. Like again, the processing fee or the right of landing fee, whatever he has submitted, he has to submit that fee receipt as a acknowledgement. All right, these are the two timelines, and under the same stream, stream B. essential, non-healthcare. So the upper one, if you see here, May 9th was the time at 3 a.m. Atlantic time. And he was able to link up his application with the UCI and family name. Again, it depends, whatever the availability you have. Usually, you might have the UCI number and family name. So he did it on December 1st. And this was again non healthcare. And the bottom timeline is at 11 a.m. on May 9th, the same day, Eastern time zone. Biometric request was there on November 30th, and then he was able to link up the application on November 30th. Now, there was no AOR as such. So these are two different lines under the same stream. Moving on to this international graduate, this candidate has applied on May 6th at 4:05 p.m. Eastern time zone. BIL, that's again biometric instruction letter, that was on November 16th. So that's an indication for those who might be skeptic about. This is an indication, like when you receive the BIL, that visa officer has been assigned to your case and they have started assessing your application. AOR was received. Now, in this case, this candidate has, he forgot to mention the refusal, what exactly has happened for his USA. Now, this could be a scenario with many of you, like you might have forgot to mention the study permit refusal or the work permit, so you don't need to worry about that. Visa officer would again ask you to resubmit that information. Same goes here. Or you can raise the web form after receiving the AOR in case it has not been asked. So same has happened with him. He raised the web form and then updated the information through IRCC. Now he got the ADR for IELTS TRF since he's already submitted or raised the web form for this USA visa refusal. So the TRF is again a test report form. So this is an original copy of IELTS you have to submit. So it was on November 25th, and then there was a portal request. It was on November 27th itself. And yesterday, that's December 1st, he was able to get the COPR. Now, many of you might be at this stage, COPR. So please follow the instructions, whatsoever is written onto that letter. You have to update your information with visa, with the visa officer, of course, and then you're likely to receive the PR card within 4 to 6 weeks. So this is actually the criteria. And now we might have to take holidays into our account. So this might be little longer than that if you have received, you've already received the ECOPR. So last 15 days of December is going to be a little slow in terms of issuing the rollout. However, I will be updating you each and every information through my channel. So for those who have not subscribed, just do it so that you will be able to get the timely updates on TR to PR pathway or Federal Skilled Worker Program at the same time for CEC and other immigration programs. I hope this has been little help to you. For those who had any questions, you can always write back to me. I will try to resolve all your queries within 24 to 48 business hours. All right, till then, take care and stay safe, guys.